Okay, so this is going to be an interesting reading. I used to do worldly wisdom readings on Facebook about 3 or 4 years ago. So we're going to call this a worldly wisdom reading, and it is going to be pulling on the energies of what's going on between America, Russia, Ukraine, and the Rothschilds. Because I, as an American, will tell you our whole country is not bad, but we do have some not so good people that pull strings here in a very not so good way. And most of you, I hope, do know that the United Nations is controlled and created by our country. And, so get some insight, guidance, advice about what's going on in Ukraine with Russia, America, and the Rothschilds. That's the correct pronunciation of the name, not Rothschild, but pronunciation and me don't necessarily get along, especially when you're talking about a family that originated in the 1700s. This has been going on for a long time. Get some insight, guidance, advice. Alright. Witness. Some of you could know about this. Some of you, if you were in Ukraine, whether American, Russian, or Ukrainian, or of other origin, are witnessing this, or you have information or proof of this. What is going on with the banking systems, what really got targeted, what really got blown up. Some of y'all could just witness the change in the banking systems if you've done international withdrawals or transfers recently. So I'm going to use the Fairy Wicca deck and pull some tarot cards, and then I will get confirmation as usual with the Gilded. And yes, I'm doing my normal card setup because that's for all things. It's for whatever pops up. Number 64, 10, which is a 10, beginning and ending. Yeah, some of you guys are witnessing the changes, or witnessed the truth, or are there and are witnessing what's really going on. Some of y'all are just beginning that you're a witness to the propaganda that the propaganda and this narrative that is being spun. And keep in mind, a lot of the media news is also owned by Rothschild, the Facebook fact checkers. A lot of these compelling things that we're seeing, these horrible things, if you do facial recognition, there's some people that have died 10 times in major events, paid actors. You've got the Sun Child. You might be witnessing something actually being done to solidify your child's, the world's children's future, the next generation's future, their happiness. This came up in the reading that I had just done for Sagittarius, I believe. It's like advice. And not even that. The Sun Child, Rothschild. Couldn't make the shit up if I tried. Why would you want to try to make up such a horror story? Old money is dangerous. Not the money itself. What's been done with it. Ace of Air. And there's definitely truth being spoken. People are being exposed. People are being taken out. By the end of this month, during the equinox, Asia will be getting involved in the eradication, the getting rid of some people. Don't want to get too far into it, but yeah, we're much like with the GameStop. It was a unwanted transfer of wealth. there will be some more unwanted transfers of wealth, in their opinion. I want them. You should want them. They're needed for just the betterment of, honestly, it's good for everyone. We think these little billionaires like Elon and Jeff Bezos are rich, and they're not. They're rich according to what's left, to what we have access to. There's been money, like, people do hoard money. Old money is hoarded. Like, they just hold back this money and they get enjoyment seeing us suffer, and that's been a secret for a long time. Secret societies, secret parties, Squid Games revealed a little bit of that if you do your research. But yeah, don't be scared. There's nothing to fear. Trust me, we have good people fighting the good fight that are bad mamma jammas. They're just really awesome, tough people. Some of my extended family is very, very closely involved. Primarily due to my knowing about a lot of this since I was about 17 and I'm 32 now. We used to fight about it when I was younger, but I lost my dad a few years back, and he wanted to look into everything that I told him, and he's ex-military, and turns out a lot of it was right. There are war games, money games that have been played by royalty. The royal family definitely does the person that does their finances is definitely related to the Rothschilds, Nathaniel Rothschild. That'll be over. Like I said, it was never robbing Peter to pay Paul. We are robbing the Rothschilds, old money, Rockefellers to pay the world. Like I said, some people could receive lump sums of money where they don't know where it came from. That's to better your life, the people around you. Please do pay it forward. Do right. This is going to be done, so hopefully in the future there won't be a group of families that hold most of the world's wealth, especially in gold. Holy stone. If you're on the right side of things, you're protected. If you're wishing things go well, there will. Like, there's a lot of wish granted vibes lately. Especially pray for those that have been fighting the good fight while the good fight has been hidden in Iraq, Iran, Ukraine, Afghanistan, Switzerland, especially in like Davos. There are other countries that are helping. This is not a single country effort, and honestly, like, the people that are helping doing this, it's not about countries anymore. These are just literally just individuals that know. The underground elite is a network. They communicate. They were sadly mistaken if they thought at some point that there wasn't going to be an opposing force. For every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Einstein. That's more spiritual law than a worldly one. He was a very spiritual person in the end, not so much religious as rumored to be, even though there's nothing wrong with religion. It just can be limiting. And it has been manipulated. Tenaf Domhan. I will let you know when it comes to this real war, we are winning. I've heard that about 75% of things are under our control or destroyed, moved around. It does have to do with finances. I don't know if a lot of people know the U.S. was linked to gold. We broke that link, but most financial currencies are all linked to the U.S. dollar. If my country, where I live in the U.S., if our dollar breaks, we break a lot of other countries' financial systems. Well, some people really high up want that to happen. Most of the people in my country, in America, we do not want that to happen. And we are reaching out and we are talking. A lot of us have known a lot of these things for a while, but we are communicating with each other. I'm definitely seeing it in the spiritual community. Thank you guys for being brave, because I actually feel comfortable to divulge a lot of what I know now. But money's going to be moved around, and failure's not an option. We're not going to fail. We're not going to let our system crash. We'll figure out a way to make everything okay, whether the elite fight us in that movement or not. We don't want to be corporate slaves, and honestly, we don't want anyone else to be slaves. Not all of us are as entitled as you think, or as asleep as you think. There's consequences in our country, just like in any country, in speaking out. And a lot of it is being ostracized, called you're crazy, and having your family hurt. It's just very secret here. They have ways of covering it up and manipulating almost every aspect of life. We have things to be scared of. Fighting the good fight. Just like other countries and stuff, it's just not as talked about. Like, a lot of things are covered up. I like to say that we kind of live in Nazi America. It's not a wide known thing. Alright, so we get some clarification here. Sunchild. The Sunchild. Judgment. Yeah. Judgment is being called. You reap what you sow. And that's what a lot of this is. This is the way it was always going to happen. They weren't going to get away with this forever. It's just... Like I said, it's change is coming, and it's for the better, and unfortunately lives will be lost. No great battle was ever won without casualties, and it's unfortunate, and I feel for people, but know that with life and death comes purpose, and it's all for a reason. Ace of Air, Ace of Air, Ace of Air, Ace of Air. That trumpet's been going off. Some of us hear it. Ace of Swords, Ace. The truth is the truth. The truth is just the truth. It's as simple as that. This is the truth when I'm speaking. Nine of Time. Some of you will know that in time. Nine of Time. Or a chimney. Would be the right way to say it. Nine of Chimney. Ten of Swords. Yeah. Secrets are being exposed. Suffering will end. We're undoing what has been done, and that is going to take time. It won't happen overnight, but it's probably happening faster than they thought. Faster than they want. This war... this information spreading, the truth being revealed is definitely happening faster than the Rothschilds want. That is a piece of information not just reinforced by divine here, but that I actually know from other sources. King of Cups, Enter of Time, and these kings, these queens, they will emotionally play us off of our fears and using the things we love, and they have been doing for years. The game's over. They thought they won. It was a false victory. Holy Stone. Holy Stone. Holy Stone. Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of players here. Like I said, some of you guys will wake up to this literal combination came out in the previous reading, and I do not have direct information knowing this. It's just been a really, really strong intuitive pull that money will be moved around into bank accounts that will be at random. And it's not like, there'll be millions of billions. I'm pretty sure we'll break it up into the hundreds of thousands or tens in different accounts, because the problem was a small amount of family have large amounts of money that they don't even need, that have just been sitting, gold, all kinds of things. Just sitting, wasting, that literally could change the world, not just lives. And that'll be moved around. So people can change the world and lives with it. Ten of Dome. Ten of Dome. Ten of Dome. It definitely could be happening by the 10th of April, I'm hearing. Yeah, the Tower. We blew up banking servers in Ukraine. It was never Ukraine against Russia. Here's your proof in the cards. If you want to know the truth. And that money will be moved around. And that's all there is. The truth is the truth.